think this is the only way to kind of go from here. There it is. Like so. Like so. Like so. Can you go lay in your bed? So we gotta make sure we get the right depth. Sure, it's a little bit more than what we need. Obviously, don't turn this on while you're doing it. So, this is how we're going to do it. There's no mark on that one. So I'm just going to line it up with the lines I already have. And just mark it below. This is what it looks like. What do we got? Comments here. Start out. What? In for the box. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. Says hello. Hi. In full the time. Shout out. In full the time. Lots of shout outs. Gabster. Hi. How are you? I'm doing good, Gabster. And we got Jojo Van says hi. We got Gabster. You look very fit and strong. If you call being 260 pounds fit. Look at all those cuts. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Do both arm flex. Wonder if Gabster's a female. But I got no muscles. See? No muscles. Is there a nail in there somehow? I don't see no nails. One of my favorite things to do. Through the screw from the other side. That's what I hit. I wonder if I might need to use the Shizel. Where's that? There's that strip right here. I don't want it to be. I want it to sit in there just enough. Perfect. Yeah. Nice and flush. Once we clean it out with the chisel, Thought I went a little deeper, but once we take that screw out, it's going to fit perfectly. The Gapster, that's an interesting name. The good thing about this is now we can also kind of, if there's a little bit of a warp in the stud, we can fix that. Let's see how that fits now. Oh, perfect. Just in enough. Just wide enough. Perfect. Right here, we're gonna just notch this a little better. Not too many framers will use a chisel. So, well, what do we got here for comments? Close-up screen arms. Do both arms. I added you M8. You are a legend. Close-up screen arms. You're a beast. I like your Eminem music. What? There's no music. There's no music. The only music that's playing right now is the swap. I wonder which line that. There's a pencil line there. I'm curious. Yeah, no, there's two lines. Oh yeah, that was my original line there. This one I gotta go away. See how much more we got left. That was it. 2 more cuts. Let me grab a new battery. Stay there, Chunks. Ugh. Fresh battery. Whew. Missing marks over there too. Let's see what we got here. Do, do, do. One of my favorite parts is to knock that stuff out. Watch. It's satisfying. Oh, there's another screw right there. Now we've got a little bit on this side here. And I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna take that stud out. Or I don't think I can. I nailed the crap out of that. Maybe I'll do the one behind the hot water tank. This one I think I could do with the Sawzall. I could probably do that one with the Sawzall. I got those two to do for sure. Let me move this vacuum out of the way. There, I got most of the vacuum out of the way. Because with this guy, I'll probably only be able to go so far. But the wires are dangling in the way. I got this screw here. Alright, let's turn it sideways. That made the nail really, the blade really tough. Okay. See if I can just hold it back enough to. can't do that with a sawzall. Okay, we might have to use some tricks here. I just so happen to have an adjustable square. So let's touch. Maybe a little more deeper than that. Let's see if we can. Make this happen. Yeah. Because that's backing anyways. So look what I made happen here. This is what I made happen. I notched it back, and then we'll just do the same thing we did with Sawzall. And I kind of got to do it with this side. Oh, I can't. Oh, fuck. Of course. You know what I do have, though? I do have another piece. 1x4. This can make it happen. And I'll just go like this. Like that. I'm going to try to mark this side so I can see it's going to be hard. There. I wonder if I can do it on the other side of the hot water tank. Let me put this farther back so I can fit better. Ugh. I might be able to do that better when I take the sheet off. So let's see if we can achieve this magical feat. It's you'll be able to see me cutting from the other side, the double. So that's the blade we're going to use. It's a wood blade. We don't want to hit any nails. That's for sure. Oh, this is going to be fun. I wonder if I could just kind of... the bottom's pretty good. It's almost fully lined up there. Let's see if you can see how we're like in line here. Battery died. Need a new battery. Got the 6 amp. Good to go. That actually worked out a lot better. Not bad for that. Let's see if we can line this guy up. I think that's good enough. Should just be able to knock that out. And what do we got here? Honky Tonk Shorts. You up to said hi. Honky Tonk Shorts. Hi, buddy. Let's Alright, well at least I didn't have to take out the stud. And that should fit pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah. This one just needs another slice here. Just another slice. Honky Tonk Shorts. It's a cool name. I'm gonna say Honky Tonk Shorts. I like that. Their necks are red. That should be it. Then that's like a glove. Like a glove. Perfect. Look. It's almost like we knew what we were doing here. Yeah, it fits good. Alright. Now, I just got to knock out the bits on this side. These bits. This is just going to make the whole wall. Oh, there's a screw right there. And there's two screws in that. We are gonna have to pull off plywood, so we'll be removing a lot of those screws anyways. Dogs are just going insane outside. Alright. So we get on the other side, start pulling these sheets off. We're gonna brace everything. Make sure everything's level. I'm gonna double check the corner down there. It's gonna be kind of hard. Because I'm going off of the drywall. Let's see. No. could technically put a brace. Let me go grab a piece of wood. And I can always slide something like this in after you pull all those screws. Because none of the sheeting is down, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. But we'll cut this on 45. Tell that blade's not sharp anymore. We're going to get it as close to level as possible. That's the goal. If it's not 100%, we're not going to worry too much about it, because much as I want to, I just want to be finished. Okay, so the trick here is going to be, where's that broom? I need that broom. I'm going to make a mark on the floor. Because I know it's got to go out. See. This piece needs to be nailed in too. Okay. I think before I get carried away, I should actually unscrew all these sheets on the exterior. We got a lot of these sheets that have to come off because they might hold it in place where we don't want it. You know, like this is screwed, that's screwed. So let's unscrew these sheets first, because this was all just put up temporarily because we had a snowstorm coming in. And yeah, that's what it was there for. Let's see these comments here. What do we got here? Hi. Bayfield Custom Woodwork. What's up, fella? Woodworker peoples. How are you all doing? Well, as you can see, we're doing okay-ish. Aside from the fact that this started with a bathroom renovation into a half the house renovation. If you watch any of the older videos, you'll see the painstaking problem of ripping up this floor and having to build the walls underneath. Like, this is still original wall, and I slid a 2x4 underneath. They were all made out of 1x3s over here. We beefed it up, beefed up the floor, added in double joists. All of this was rotten everywhere. Just to give you some context. What do we got here? Bulldog. I was so confused till bro added that board. LOL. Which board are we talking about? Are we talking about this middle one? You're like wondering why I was cutting the wall joist? Well, these are 2x3 walls. And you can see this one's kind of already curved, but we're just going to adjust it. And it's going to get nailed in with this half strip. Also, because it's 2x3, there's a lot of we want to keep the wall as one unit, and that's the whole point of that board, that bracing board. We also got this board we're going to use to brace and level the wall going back and forth this way, not this way. What else we got here? Bayfield, why are you inlaying the backing, blocking, versus just putting it in between? R value, my friend. I know that wood has an R value at like 8. We're just trying to keep the R value good, and we're trying to keep the wall straight and strong. So this is going to compress and hold the insulation in, where I don't have to notch around it necessarily. But it's also going to strengthen the wall. I know we could do it with blocking, but being 2x3, the other issue is when we nail through into blocking, let's say for instance, if I was to block this, I have a very good chance of this wood splitting. Especially if I'm nailing it straight on. Staples won't do that. So we're going to be stapling and gluing this backing on. Another reason. I thought it was one of those Newfoundland folding houses. I don't know what the folding house is. Yeah, we got a lot of splitting that happened. Like, look, I put one nail right here. Check this out. And it split. Right? Where else? There was another one. Like down there it split. Up here it's, look at the splitting, but we screwed and glued that one, right? We put in a header on the flat because we don't really have the room to put a header, and this is where the bathtub's going to be. We have the drain right there, overflow drain. And then we're gonna have a wall coming up. And another wall from here coming down. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to put backing in that wall too. I'm gonna do this same backing here for the tub, because the tub's coming up to this height, so we're just gonna center some backing here. And then this window is going to be above the tub. Oh, John is thinking about the Elon box houses. Never heard of that. I personally don't trust that Elon guy, because if you got crazy amounts of money like that and you're saying you're helping humanity with all this technology, you know, and anybody who's saying that is really not helping. They're helping their pockets, because when you have so much money that you can buy continents, like even the fact that we're sending people to war, for instance, like all that money going to war could be bettering the lives of other people in this world. Just saying. Not saying that everyone should work for free, but there's a lot of better things we could be doing than what humanity's doing right now. That's just my opinion. So for now, we're going to go outside. We're going to peel this plywood off. I'll bring you guys along. I have to bring this charger because the phone just eats up. Our world is cooked, bro. You know, I almost want to agree with you, but I'm a believer that the fight is never over till the last punch is thrown. You know, you could be down and out, throw the last strike and win the battle, right? Like, it's never over. We need to unite in a sense where humanity says enough is enough. All of this is bullshit. I've been doing YouTube. It says I started in 2022, but I don't think I really did anything till 2023. Oh wait, I gotta bring the screw gun. Such a beautiful day. Yeah, I don't think I started anything till 2023. Yeah, they divide and conquer, but we already know the game. See, that's the interesting part. The game is a lot like Monopoly. They're telling us how they're playing, and we're just not doing anything about it. There's a lot we can do as a collective. You want to go sit in the truck, then, Chunks? Like, he's just following me. He's like, I must come with you. It's my trusty dog, Dr. Chunks. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at him. Why are you so gorgeous? You notice how the other dogs are thinking I'm talking about them, but really I'm talking about the most gorgeous animal alive? So I know there's another dog on this side. I have to just make sure. Oh, he's there. He's gonna love. He doesn't like Chunks. Him and Chunks don't get along. So I can't bring Chunks. But Chunks has to go into the truck. Just switch into the tripod here. This one's a little more sturdy. Hang on, everyone. Chunks. Inside. Just give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Watch out there, Opie. Oh, you got a ball. Relax. Move, move. Shut up, Chunks. Oh. You got your ball, eh? Ready? He's loving life, this dog. He's like, please. 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 Oh, I freaked you out. Oh. Got the insulation just pouring out of the wall. Ready? Right, you straight this way. I'm not as good of a soccer player as I'm a builder. Looks like your food's making me sick. Oh wow, right into the trees. Oh. Did you pop it? I think you popped it. I think you finally popped it. Oops. You attacked that thing too powerfully. You got it, eh? Okay, what do we got here for comments here? Divide and conquer. Okay, Benfield said, I just started in January. I'm almost at 500k views. And I only have 295 subs. Good on you, man. You gotta start somewhere, right? Oh, that ball's toasted. That ball has no air in it. Look at Opes. Oh, is that for me to kick? Do you? Ready? Oh, I didn't catch that. He loves that thing. Well, good on you, Benfield. Customs. What else do we got here? We're running our mouths on the net. Haha. Y'all have snow in Texas? Nope, I'm not in Texas. We are fixing the wall. Field. Where are you from? Must be Canada with the Texas Mickey Jack. Really, eh? That's your conclusion, eh? Must be from Canada with Texas Mickey Jack? Maybe. 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 Maybe, but let's get this plywood off. Folks are happy you destroyed that wall, eh? Alright. We've had a lot of crazy snow this year, that's for sure. Opes is just loving the fact that that ball is destroyed. I'm in Nova Scotia. Nice. Nova Scotia, eh? Benfield Custom Woodworking. I'm in Nova Scotia. What else do we got? Benfield. I have heard you say A like 3 times now, so there's no hiding it, LOL. Really? I said A 3 times now? A? Really? Nova Scotia. We've got a Nova Scotian brother. Is it snowing over there? I guess that's a question. Oh, he so beautifully left this ball between my legs. Good thing it's not a flate. I could have tripped and died. Oh, what a catch. How am I supposed to kick it with you being so close? Oops. I'm here to keep this phone plugged in. I wonder what kind of customs Benfield does. Let's get a wide view of what we're doing. The dog loves that. I bet you didn't think it was that easy to get an extra 10 inches. All right. Now, right here. it. Fabric in a bush. Okay. Now, instead of moving all that bench, I think I can get most of it. I don't know who you're talking about. Wash your hands. All right. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to need this anyways. Or will I? Mark down 4.5. Or a 1/4 inch slope. This is going to be our mark to snap the first sheet. Thought for sure you'd put that right under my feet. He loves to play ball. Just gonna nail that stud in. Try and get this cord out of the way. This dog is going to take out the phone. I am sure of it. If I don't have it set up a certain way. What do we got here? It's getting hot out there. Yes. We do love our winter, spring short weather. Cool. Doja. Shut up. Okay, I got to grab my nail gun and nail that L. And then brace this wall. Still change it. Water. Water. So much light in here now. do all this after I put it on. Good. basically what I'm doing is I had to nail in that last stud with the bracing first so I could slide it out because I can't get to it behind the wall on this side. Unscrew this. Oh, actually, I could just turn it perfect. It works out extremely well. Nice and solid. I might have to put a screw. No, I'm just gonna get up there. Little Phillies. Little Phillies. I feel like I gotta put screws in on the inside. Let's bring you guys in with me as I have to pick up the other camera. I mean the other stand. Let me put this in. And I don't know how much we're going to be able to level this way. Well, we're going to find out because everything's nailed. We replaced all the fascia all the way across the top. This whole wall's brand new. We've got a little more backing to do, like something in here and a couple other spots. But it's coming along. We'll be sheeting and insulating it today, which will work out pretty good. I tear my nail. Almost. Got my other stand here. So I can just bam, do that. I can't stand when, I don't know, I was trying to make up a word with that. Right. So, this furnace is running. I'll turn it down some more. So we're just heating the outside. So the only way to get this whole thing to move as one piece will be to I had to nail it from the outside. Now, because one of the issues I run into, because this stud on this side was meant to have a little piece kind of 1/4 inch holding it in, right? So since that stud is straight, I'm gonna have to put a couple screws through into this wall. Then we can push on this wall with the rest of this wall moving. And then once that's level, we'll nail this brace down. And then we can nail this strapping in and then put the plywood on. Let's set this up over here so that I can do that. And being that studs are 2.5, oh, I'm not going to get a lot. I might have to use these extra long screws. I don't like using screws, but it's part of the deal, I guess. Got these extra long screws over here. Couple of these guys, that'll go through that stud. That's a piece of one of the studs, so easily get into the next. I just need my screw gun, which is in here somewhere. Don't want to drop my gun. almost did. That sucked it right in. Almost perfect. I can tell. Good there. Should put one more down here. There's nobody that has to take this apart because they will be cruising. Pretty even all the way down. Nice. Now let's just see how, not the best measurement, not the most accurate, because we're relying on drywall to be put in, but it is saying the whole thing has to go that way. So now there's one way of doing this. I gotta grab another stud here, just 1 second. Let me go grab this other stud while I got you guys. I gotta plug in this phone. So we're gonna put a stud in this top corner here and push out. This should get us close. So I got this stud. Now that all that's nailed, which now I'm on the inside, I can actually throw another nail in this corner. I got extra. Oh, and I will need this. So put that in the corner. The framer language are giving this the ass. Let's see how much that moved. It probably moved it pretty close. A little bit more. So that's bringing that whole brace with it when I do this. So another thing I can do is put a mark down. I can see it's not, now I gotta shoot it, because it's bouncing. Close. Another thing I need to do. And so, see how I got a little bit of a corner on that? Now, I just cut that tip off. Let's say I want to move that. So right now we're here. And I want to move that thing over. All I gotta do is take my cat's claw. Vents all the way over there. Should be prepared in my pulling the whole stud. Pulling the whole stud. I like that. Right now, off by a lot still. I'm just going to double check outside with my corner. Just because I can't trust that drywall, let's check this edge here. Oh, I'm perfect. Yeah. Right in. Perfect. Alright. That's good enough. The drywall looks wavy anyways. Alright, I only need that one brace. I only need one brace, so now I'm gonna actually take this brace off because this is actually holding everything level. I don't need this one here now. Let's put this somewhere out of the way. And now we can start straightening these studs. And gluing them in place. We can even throw a sheet on outside. So what I'm going to do is that there's my screw bends over here. You don't have to glue these in place, but I have the glue, so why not? I can just kind of peel it away. Alright, so now you get to see the magical stud straightening here. One of these, there's a line there, you just gotta pull it. And as we get to the more crooked studs, if this one's way in the middle, this one has to end up here. This is one of the things with this gun, it doesn't like the cold. You can hear it hissing. And it's not even that cold, I'm wearing shorts. It's a Florida gun, I think. Okay, now that wall, once we throw the plywood on, it's going to be super straight. The only thing we got to do is we got to notch the insulation. See how there's an L there? That's to pick up the drywall in the corner. But now the studs are all nice and straight. So when we go to actually put the plywood on, it's going to be super easy, super nice. Now, I'm just going to throw some glue to fill that gap. Make it super strong. You don't need to. Like once that other glue that's behind it dries, it's going to be super strong. But this way, it's all good. I wonder if because of the new bend in the saw blade, I wonder if that's why it's acting up. Alright, so now that's nice and solid. The house will not move. Like, this is going to be super strong. All we got to do is we'll have to put some backing in here to pick up this wall that's coming in. But aside from that, now we can just literally notch this insulation. We're going to do a little notch on this guy. Same thickness as the 2x3s that we make. Yes. Yeah, I love it when my phone falls. For whatever reason, it decided to fall. Get this to fit. All you gotta do is notch out a little wee section. Just like half. It just fits. Nicely around that stud. This one we can put in from the outside. We're going to notch another one. We're going to throw that sheet in. I'm not cutting all the way through, I'm just cutting a little bit into it. So I can fill it from the outside. And then we'll be able to throw that sheet on. So I'm going to move the foam to the outside now because we're going to be putting on sheets. And there's only one way to do that, and that's from the outside. I have to put the phone down for a second here. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. I'm going to come down. Oh. Lucky for my reflexes, I'm so quick and nimble. And now you're gonna get to see another process of what I'm doing. I just gotta go get something for you. also thinking it might be easier to insulate it all before I put the sheets on from the outside in. So let's see how that works out. Just because everything is already 16-inch on center, and instead of having to do it from the inside out, I'm going to do it from the outside in. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's start with a little bit. Notched out of it. Just to go around that 2x. Everything else is just slap it in place. Yeah. That one's for the bottom half. And we're gonna have to notch it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Snap the line. Yeah. I need to do that first. Before I do this. Because I won't be able to snap the line. The insulation's sticking out. Think harder, not smarter. I know that's not how that goes, but yeah. And my line goes right to there. So I'm just gonna lift that out of the way. That's my plywood line. I'm gonna do it from the bottom up. Just because it's easier for me to cut at the top. this is because you can get behind that stud that I have now on this side easier, and that way everything is nicely tucked in along that corner. Right, so now when I go to insulate, do the step part. All I gotta do is butt it into the bottom. And cut halfway on the stud, top plate. And then we just tuck it down over. Got to make sure that spot where you took the insulation out is notched around that stud nicely. And there. So now, just put that on top, let it down nicely. I'm going to skip the one with the wire. I will do that from the inside. Remove the phone a little so you guys can see how we do it. Good job. Thank you, Alex. Alex, long time subscriber. Let's do this. I'm going to move this so I can do the bottom. do all the bottoms and do all the tops. This guy. Split in. We might be able to use it for the top too. Work for the top. Perfect. Perfect. Now, the box, I should just put it on no matter what. We're going to need almost 2 more bags. You should throw that box on right away for that wire. What do we got? How many people we got watching now? 4. You guys are killing it. Thank you. Thank you. Move this over just slightly. So I'm gonna get the sheeting that wall. Oh yeah. That gotta be underneath. What I'm doing is I'm gonna nail this along the edge nice and straight. Drop it down. As long as this edge is nice and straight, I can move the plywood up and down on the back side there. We're good. There. There. Nice. Nice and solid now. Now you can put we'll cut a 4-footer, which will land right here. I'm pretty sure. Boom. And then an 8-foot going across. Now the key is when you do this, you want to leave a space, an expansion space, a pencil mark in between the two sheets of plywood. The only thing we're going to have an issue is when I am getting to that end. Unless we rip off all the plywood, they didn't do an expansion strip on that side. So we're going to cut a 4-foot piece. Actually, we really don't need to cut. We could just do an 8-footer across. We could just go 8 feet from there over. And then I can insulate the rest from inside because I don't have any 1x4 in the way. open this. I gotta grab some more staples. But that's where we're at. Alex JFK is leaving. Bye, brother. Have a good day. Wow, we've been doing this for 3 hours. 3 hours on this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to end the live. I'm going to go get some staples, get some food. And I'm going to start another one in a little bit here. You guys have a great night. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Most of all, make sure you guys take care of yourselves and stay authentic. Have a good day. Bye.